Hello there, comic fans. This is Comic Fan presenting you with Race Fans 211th subscriber video contest entry. He's got a long list of things that I'd be more than happy to oblige to answer on his video. He's one of my earliest subscribers. He's been with me for quite a long time, and I think I at least owe it to him to support him in his journey and in his channel. Let's see, his first question is, my first comic bought and read. It's here, right here, Daredevil number 207. One of my favorite books it's the one that started all of everything for me for comic book collecting. I do have a story with it. I found this right next door to my dad's business back in the day. He had a small shop, and right next to it was a liquor store. And at the time, the liquor stores were selling glass-bottled soda, like Coke. And so the Cokes only cost like 20 cents, I believe, back then. I don't believe it back then, but from as far as I can recollect, it was like 20 cents. Now, what didn't make sense is that when I could finish the Coke, you can go right next door back again to the liquor store and redeem that glass bottle for 10 cents. So you do the math. This book cost 60 cents, which means in my head back then as a kid, if I can scrounge off enough dimes by drinking a 6-pack of Coke, I could have a comic book. That's just the way it worked. Great deal for me. My dad didn't like it so much because I was like bouncing off the walls after a 6-pack of Coca-Cola. But anyway, that's how I got my first comic book. It was pretty cool. My second question that I need to answer is, why do I collect? I collect mostly because of the nostalgia. It's something I can't shake. It's something that's been with me since I was a kid. And I'm either trying to chase that or trying to keep up with something that I didn't have back then, and trying to keep up by getting the stuff I couldn't get when I was a kid. And, it's just one of those gratifying feelings that I don't get from many other things in my life. It's just a great thing to have. I also love communicating with other people that have the same passion as me. So, let's see. Top artists of the decade. Okay, so we'll go through that. Top artists of the decade through the 50s. I had a very fond memory when I would watch the cartoons on TV from Walt Kelly. Walt Kelly used to do... let's see. He's mostly known for Woody Woodpecker and I believe Peter Panda and all those group of characters. But before that, or slightly before that, he did kind of like political comics and comic strips featuring Pogo Possum. Same kind of artwork, a little bit more adult, but it was really neat. I didn't see that from anything else back in the day. Let's see, what is next through the 60s? The 60s, I am going to go with Bob Kane. Bob Kane is something I like to look at in the 60s. He did great work. Batman's classic Batman. It's you can't deny it. It's just good stuff. It's classic Batman. I don't have any other explanation for that. With 70s, I am going to go with, I'm going to go with John Romita. John Romita is my favorite Spider-Man artist. I don't think there's been anybody that can duplicate that. He's left his mark on Spider-Man, and I think he's one of my favorite Spider-Man's artists. Now, with the 70s, I'm going to do a nod to this guy right here. Neal Adams. Jeez, the names just escaped me. Neal Adams, I think, belongs at the same thing. It was a tough decision. I couldn't decide which one. So I'm going to give a nod to Neal Adams as well. Neal Adams can almost paint a picture in just suck the reader in without even having to read the stories. His covers really grab the reader. Let's see. With 80s, I'm going with Mike Zeck. Mike Zeck just has, I don't know, he just, maybe there's another artist I don't have another explanation for. He's just one that grabs your attention on every single cover that he does. It's pure and simple. With the 90s, I'm going with Jim Lee. Now, even though this is a 2000 book, Jim Lee never lost much of his art, his skill in the 90s. This is just one of my favorite Jim Lee covers. You know, the Liefeld and all those McFarlanes that came out around then, they were great. Hats off to them too. But this is who I went and looked for in the 90s. And with the 2000s, I think I'm going back to basics. Back to basics, Frank Cho is one of my favorites. Frank Cho is one of my favorites because he does simple lines, but his simple lines in his drawings just enhance the drawing without having to add detail. I think his simple lines really work. And he definitely knows how to draw a female form. Now, along with the female form, with the 2000s, I'm going to go with also Terry Dobson. Terry Dobson also does well with the female form. Good stuff. So, last thing in this video, we have to pick a number. I'm picking number 27. 27 is a good number. Hopefully it's not taken. If it is, let me know. And with that, I'm going to conclude this video. Thanks a lot, Rays Fan, for hosting a contest video. I always appreciate that. So I'll post a link for anybody else who's interested in entering his contest, checking out his channel. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.